The Civil War years brought photography into every household. Relatives clamored for images of loved ones, and their preoccupation with wartime photographs only grew. Photography not only enabled individuals to preserve the faces of family and friends, it let them see the battlefield dead. During the war, public fascination with pictures was insatiable. Thousands of photographers were in business in small towns, big cities, and on the road. Itinerant photographers traveled rural byways and set up temporary shops and wagons near military encampments. The photo album debuted during the Civil War. Individuals began collecting photographs. Our ancestors arranged them. Famous folks, friends, and family in these albums. This little girl brought her album to the photo studio. In some cases, these albums represented interests, such as places visited, art pieces, or of even scantily clad women. During the Civil War, a wide range of fabrics for women's clothing were available, from colorful silks and taffeta to small patterned cottons and geometric prints, abstract or floral designs. Patterned fabrics were also available. In this Godey's Ladies Book illustration, it's hard to tell exactly what color this dress might be, if it were not for the caption, which describes it as a green silk, an apple green silk. The next time you look at a Civil War photograph, stop and think about what color that woman's dress might have been. Everything from bright pink to green to brown and black were popular. Using today's photo editing software, we can bring this beautiful dress to life by adding the green color, so that you can imagine your ancestor actually wearing that colored dress. The shirt worn by this woman was known as a Garibaldi-style shirt, and the name derives from the Italian hero Giuseppe Garibaldi, who fought for Italian independence from Austria in 1860. Men weren't necessarily happy with women adopting a men's clothing. For instance, an article in the Sandusky, Ohio Register criticized the style. "We don't like it, nice as it is, and all because it heralds to the world and seems to fancy the notice too, that the ladies, after having got our unmentionables, i.e. pants, from us, the lords of creation, have now appropriated to their use a still more unmentionable garment, the shirt." In this photograph of a lovely young couple, she wears a Garibaldi shirt, a hoop skirt, and a small hat. And I love the little pocketbook that she carries right in front of herself. Her companion wears a loose-fitting sack coat and a broad-brimmed, flat-crowned hat. It was taken in the late 1860s. While you usually see men dressed for the photographer in long frock coats and even stovepipe hats, it's not that common to see a man in work attire, such as this man's jeans, soft hat, and an overcoat. During the Civil War, death came to the American family. Mourning colors included deep purple and black, without a sheen, as well as white, but other colors were fashionable as well. One hat sewn with lilac-colored crepe was covered by a thin black fabric. It all depended on your relationship to the person who had died. This little girl in a mourning dress holds a photograph of her father, wearing the uniform of a cavalryman with a sword. It was common practice to either photograph the deceased or pose with photographs of the dead. Contrary to what I learned in grade school, the uniforms worn during the Civil War were not just blue and gray. Soldiers wore a wide variety of colors and designs, with each unit having its own uniform. In this photograph, this Union soldier is completely outfitted. He's carrying a model 1841 Mississippi rifle, a sword, a bayonet, as well as a bedroll, canteen, and a haversack. A haversack is similar to a backpack, but it has a single strap. To learn more about your 1860s photographs, consult my book, Finding the Civil War in Your Family Album, available through my website, www.maureentaylor.com.